welcome to the Weirdest Kingdom on this side of YouTube. I'm Princess Adia, aka Adia, and welcome to my channel. Okay, so today is a bit more of a sit down video. Like, I have no notes for this video. There's no planned way. I've tried filming this video before and it didn't really work out, or it wasn't like how I wanted it to be. So I thought I'd try again with this video and see how I like this product, because I really want to put this video out here. I am currently on my way to college, so I thought I'd talk about how to start your college process, because there are important things to know about starting a college process. First, I'm going to talk about looking for colleges and colleges that you want to apply to. Now, I, for one, had a easy but difficult time because I already had known one school that I wanted to go to, which is UCLA. I ended up not applying to that school, so I had to really look into what I wanted to do. So for me, I first wanted to do film and veterinary science, but it's very hard to find schools that did both veterinary science and film, or at least had film in some sort of way, like filmmaking in a way. And a lot of schools have film studies or media studies, because it's now like a new or current thing program, like media studies and stuff like that. So looking for schools that you have to really go through what schools you would like to go to, or at least look at schools that you hear a lot about, or schools that you'd want to go to that are in in the same city or state that you would like to live in, that you could see yourself, that you always want to live in. I always wanted to live in California for a little while when I was a kid, because I'm a New York City kid, so I didn't want to deal with cold for a long period of time, and you have to deal with warm for a long period of time in California. So I was like, that'll be the perfect thing for me. But I also was like, realistically, as I grew up, I realized you can't only look for schools in California and expect to get into all of them. One thing you should know is it is okay to not know what your top choice school is, which is all why you should go to tour schools. Touring schools is a good way to get a feel of the school. I've heard for some people that when you tour the school, the tour is good to get all the information, but some people I've known have stayed after the tour, a little few minutes after the tour, and then walked around to see what the campus is like, with not looking all so professional, all that kind of stuff. And it's really cool to get a feel of the campus of what it would be like without going on a tour, because obviously you're not going to be touring school every day, Some people like to watch YouTube videos on what it's like there, whether or not it's a party school or not. If you really want to go to a party school or not, touring a school is important. If you can tour a school, it's important. If not, the next best thing, 3D virtual tours. That is how I got to tour most of the schools that I wanted to go to, because I don't have a lot of money to go flying and traveling all around the country to go to schools. So I tried the schools that were not closer to me. I tried to do virtual tours, or again, YouTube videos, because sometimes schools will put out videos on channels that give the tours of dorm rooms, if you want to see what a dorm room looks like, or what you want to see what certain classes or buildings look like, and how the campus is, so you can learn what it'll be like if you end up going there. Reading the admissions page or academics page on the website of the school. Some schools' websites are better than others. I found that certain schools, like Columbia University, had not the best website. It was kind of an old, outdated website. Even when I'm on the portal now, the website is still sort of outdated, or it's kind of boxy. I don't know. It's very just outdated, the form of the website. So their admissions page and their academics page, read through the programs. I applied to Cornell because I went to Cornell hearing that there was a really good film program. And a lot of people think when you say film program, it means the same, but sometimes some schools will have a film program, but it's not necessarily a filmmaking program, or it's not necessarily like it's a film studies program. And so it's good to read through so you can get a sense of what the class, the program is like, or degree is like, what you're going into for. And they'll tell you like academics, what you'll be doing in those classes, some classes you'll be taking. It'll also tell you like the criteria for certain things. When you go in admission pages, sometimes they'll have required things you need to put in for your application on the admissions page. I know that when I applied to certain art schools, that they had specific admissions or specific places, like let's take Art Center College of Design, for example. I applied to Art Center College of Design, which is in Pasadena, California. And essentially, there was a slide room. A slide room is an application where most schools that do like arts programs and stuff like that have people apply for that, so you can just put your portfolio and all that kind of stuff in there. But essentially, there was a specific slide room account for specific arts programs, but for film, you had to email your portfolio and video required video essay in for through an email. Now, NYU also did this. NYU also had a required video essay that you put in, but they also did through slide room. Not every school, I found out, the school that I just got accepted to, didn't ask for a portfolio. Read those pages because you can get a lot of information from what you are seeming to look forward into. Again, I suggest YouTube as well because YouTube does talk about, there's a lot of people who go to schools and be like, what's the school like? You can get a sense of what the school is like or what certain classes are like. I know that when I was looking at FIT, there was a lot of people who said, what's FIT like? What a day in life of a FIT student looks like for certain like degrees or programs. So yes, now actually searching colleges, I didn't know a lot of schools that had film programs or film programs at their schools, and I knew that I wanted to specifically go California or New York because I didn't want to go anywhere between. I really wanted to stay in a city. I was okay with like being flexible, like as long as it was like, even if it was like a smaller city. Like I applied to Cornell and Ithaca College, and they were smaller. They were in smaller cities. Technically, they're in college cities. Sometimes you can really hit the jackpot with searching up schools for programs because when I searched for top film colleges or film schools, I got a huge list on, I think it was like, I forgot what website it was, but website gave me a list of like 25 or 15 of the top film schools in the US. And from there I went through and I looked and I checked and saw what I felt was where I wanted to be. And then I went from there and I made my decision of schools to go to. And that's how I found a large majority of the schools that I wanted to apply to, was through searching up the schools and searching up what program I wanted to study. Because some people had a hard time looking for things, especially if you're going undecided. It's more of like, pick a school that has a really program that you seem to be interested in but you're not sure, has really good like at core academics you can go into, or just like place you'd want to go to live. So I found that when applying, I assumed that there's this website, for those of you who don't know, called Common App, which is where you apply for most schools. But the problem with that is some schools aren't on there. Some schools aren't on those places. Some schools have different websites that you can apply to, or you apply through their website and they have their own specific website that you apply for their school only on there. Their schools that had that were on their own website were Pratt, Arts and Psychology Design. There was another school. I think it was California Institute of the Arts. CalArts was like that. Um, there was another school like that as well. I can't remember exactly. But they will have their own like website where you apply for their school, and then Common App has their own website. Please make sure to do your research. I didn't do as much research as I should have, but some of the schools that I had applied to, they had ended up in the news during the time I was applying to, like USC was definitely in the news, as we know. Syracuse University was in the news due to a recent problem, but I think looking up the school's like reputation is a good thing, so you know what the safety is like, how the school reacts to certain problems that it encounters, because this will be a place that you're living for the next 4 or 3 or how many years of your life, and you would like to feel safe. That's all the like tips I have for this college video. There will be more. I will be making more. I will definitely have more information because there's a lot of information that I have to give. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!